Hey everybody, what's up? It's Mr. E saying hello, howdy, and good evening. Got done a little bit ago watching the Florida debate, last one right before their primary election. Winner take all, 50 delegates. Now, again, I spent my time watching it. I also watched the CNN after coverage. But essentially, here's what I saw. Now, I'm a very analytical person. I like to look at things, see how they are, diagnose problems, and then look for solutions. And when I see a problem that I saw tonight, it makes me figure out how best do I describe what I saw. How best do I describe what it is that was up on stage presented to the American people? What was it that we all saw Mitt Romney and Newt Gingrich doing? Going back and forth, lovers quarrel, felt they needed to get a room. But that was between themselves. What was it they were doing to the rest of us? You know, the other two candidates up on the stage, Wolf Blitzer, the audience at large, both there and on TV and on the internet, throughout the world. What were they doing? What best summarizes what those two were doing tonight? Their back and forth bickering, their we need to get a room attitude with one another. I essentially put it like this. This is what I think they were doing to the American people and people throughout the world. This is what they were doing, ladies and gentlemen. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No kinds of, oh, well, I don't think they were... No, they were doing it. They were doing it. They were doing it with absolute pleasure and impunity because it never got stopped. Wolf Blitzer's a good man when it comes to certain things, but you need to put a lead foot down. And he tried doing that with Gingrich and kind of did a good job with that. But when it comes right down to it, the two of them going back and forth was a waste of time and effort and energy. Because I didn't want to see it, and I'm pretty sure nobody else did either. Now, Santorum, for his skills and his luck and his ability, did a good job because he whacked Romney and Gingrich over the head with a sledgehammer. Problem was, he just doesn't have the experience necessary to handle seasoned veterans of the political and business world like Gingrich and Romney. Those two, far more experienced, far more able to take an issue and just spin it a certain way and manipulate it a certain way and then make you look like the fool for even bringing it up. They're better at that than he is. His points were more valid and had better, meat to it, but just wasn't seasoned properly. Just isn't seasoned right. Give him 10 to 15 years up on that stage, he'll be something interesting. As long as he's got a good heart, that's the only thing I care about. And good head, of course. Those are my two rules when it comes to people. You got a good heart, you got a good head, you're worth something. You ain't got that, you ain't got jack. But he was doing his attacking, doing some good punches, getting some good, and Romney and Gingrich were both punching each other, and they were knocking each other around pretty well. They're beating each other up quite, literally. And in comes the only person that makes sense, the only person that's willing to discuss issues, to discuss the problems at hand, and how we might solve them. Only one person. Only one. And it's the one person that nobody wants to hear from, that everybody won't get the camera away from him. We don't want to hear him. And at one point, it was pretty obvious because he did his normal talking points about freedom, Constitution, bring the troops home, get the economy rolling again, and the crowd just uproar, yeah, Rod Paul! And all of a sudden afterwards, it's just like, ignore him, get away from him, don't talk to him, just, and And, you know, the blackout continued. And yet, when he got back up on stage, you know, he nailed it. He nailed it every single time, you know. I mean, what can you say? That's all I got. What can you say? What can you say about somebody who can go up there and make the message right and do the message? The only thing that we really have problems with sometimes is the delivery. It just... I don't know, man. I wish smooth as silk delivery, you know, the ability to spit the thoughts out with absolute just snap, just at the drop of a hat. I wish he had that a little bit more. Love him to death, but I'm honest, I critique, I have analysis in me, and that is what I see. The message is pure, it's simple, it's right on the money. The only thing I wish there was a little bit more of was better delivery. He said it himself. You know, a couple debates ago, I think he said it. So it's not like he's, you know, he's saying, oh, I can do this, you know, I'm perfect at it. No, he's saying pretty much what I'm saying right now, which is, I wish he had better delivery. Other than that, if you believe in the message, you look at his record, he's only saying what he believes in. And true to his form, he believes in it. So, as far as I go, Ron Paul was the winner. He's the only one that makes sense. He's the only one that talks about issues. He's the only one that actually is willing to address the issues. So, again, Santorum, please go away. Get some more seasoning. Gingrich, go away. You're a mess. Romney, you're only damaging yourself. You're only damaging the GOP. And you're not doing yourself or anybody else any favors. I mean, there's a reason why at most 35% of your own base support you, and that's it. Ain't nobody else going to support you. And if 35% of your own base, and that's it, solidly support you, the rest of them are kind of like, I don't know. How the hell are you going to win an election? National election. How? But that's my opinion. So... this is Mr. E saying, go Ron Paul, if you haven't figured that out already. Enjoy, have a good one, be safe, be pleasant, and keep it real. Good heart, good head. Later.